Namaste, Jai Bharat. Bangladesh, which I prefer to call as East Pakistan, after the 71 obtaining freedom with the help of Bharat and of course the support of Russia, have established themselves as independent nation. And at that time, there were quite a few people who advised Mrs. Gandhi not to give them independence, to annex them. It was a part of Bharat till 1905, as a matter of fact. After the so-called Minto-Morley reforms, Bengal was divided by the British into Muslim Bengal and Hindu Bengal. That's where the division actually took place, which of course nationalists did condemn, but to no effect, because British are not Indians, they are not emotionally belonging to the nation. So they just come here to loot, plunder, and take away the property, wealth, at the fastest, at the earliest, and at the maximum. They have done so. They really did so. And became rich by impoverishing Bharat. So Bharat did not annex Bangladesh for very noble reasons of our culture. Then comes this rule of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. We supported them. We had been supporting them. Even today we supported them. Yesterday so we sent onions at their request. We can afford not to give anything to them, but our concern is for the people of Bangladesh who are not radical Islams. Always there are some good Bengalis there. There are people who belong to the Bengali community in East Pakistan, and someone who belongs to East Pakistan of the civil order. So the three parties, two parties fundamentally. That time it was Awami League, the political party of Mujibur Rahman, which of course is getting carried forward by Sheikh Hasina Wazid, and the Bangladesh National Party for Khalida Zia. These are the two prominent people, and for continuous 9 terms, Awami League, Sheikh Hasina was ruling Bangladesh. In between there were military regimes like one that of General Irshad, etc. I've seen their debates in their parliament in support of making Bangladesh as an Islamic Republic. Alright, well, way back, long back. That had been their choice. And at present, there is confusion. Nobody knows what's happening. How do you view the phenomenon that suddenly someone appears, rather materializes into society as the whatever name given ruler of Bangladesh? This person, Muhammad Yunus, his only qualification is that he is a Bangladeshi to begin with, but actually must be in East Pakistan, not a Bengali. Well, that's something which I would like to speak of. Not now, but I do mention such things. But this man had promised elections, and the whole story, narrative which was given was that for some time, once things get settled, who made it unsettled? You know it. There will be elections, we will be into democracy. Somebody wanted to speak of democracy as only applicable to their people, their wishes. And somebody to the extent of making independence here. They both are unrealistic. So there will be elections, he said, and then But then very conveniently, they have disqualified Sheikh Hasina's party, uh, Awami League, and de-recognized their recognition and affiliation as a political party. Now, this is again a one-sided game. It instantly becomes, at once this becomes a one-sided game. Once you don't let any Awami League people to contest in Awami League name, then it's the Bangladesh National Party, and then some others who emerged, largely insignificant. And these students, who student by definition is the one who studies to understand, know, gather knowledge, etc. Student doesn't mean scholar, but the students behave like people who know everything and started making policies and things like that. Now they are also into this faith. And for 17 years, the son of Khalida Zia was in exile. He was not in support of Bharat. His earlier statements were very clearly against Bharat. We call them as anti-Bharat. We can. And this man was abroad for 17 years in exile. And he had suddenly returned to East Pakistan and made a show of his reaching. Then he just goes removing his shoes and then touching down East Pakistan with barefooted, supposed to be showing respect, which is a Hindu tradition. Which had gone into Bengali tradition, Bengali Hindu tradition. And when these people got converted, some other traditions they have supposed it remains. You just can't escape. And there'll be with the East Pakistan people, there are still Bengalis there who should be really Bangladeshis. They have retained largely the Bengali culture. And when I look at it, it is Bengali culture, Hindu culture, one and the same. They won't understand that, and they don't want to affiliate with Hindu culture. That's their perspective. But then, that's how the things are. They may call it as Bengali culture, I may call it as Sanatana culture, but the thing is one and the same thing. And it is not harmful, rather, it is strengthening and enriching. So he was showing this thing and making a show of, and he came. Now, in all likelihood, this gentleman wanted to become the authority in East Pakistan to rule. He got an opportunity. Well, why not? If Muhammad Yunus can get an opportunity for a song, this man, at least his mother used to rule. They all are educated in Bharat. Not this boy, his mother, I'm telling. This man also can think, if somebody in Bharat wants to dream of becoming Prime Minister of this large nation with such a vibrant and strong Sanskriti, well, this man can definitely do that. He can opt for it. So this drama just took place today or yesterday, suppose it's yesterday. And let's see what happens. On the other hand, Yunus fellow wouldn't like to get up from the chair and go, obviously, because he just got it free. He just got it for a song was given to him. And he would try his best to postpone elections. So for that he will himself will get the so-called leaders killed and keep putting the blame on Bharat. And he was initially successful. And the natural hatred to others, that's like the Pakistani character. Hate Hindus. They hate anyone possibly. And the hating is a part of their attitude. That has been promoted like anything. Hindu genocide is going on. Hindu women are picked up and dumped into the trucks and raped. This is you can you can think and you'll understand what's happening there. What happens to the Jews at the hands of Hamas is happening to the Hindus at the hands of the East Pakistanis. This is going on. This is going on. How the nation would react? There are wise people who are ruling. They'll know what to do. There is no impulsive action, not necessary. They'll be very calculated, steady, meaningful movements which would bring results. Our people are wise enough. They will do that. But I'm very sure. And this man has come back. But Awami League is not a recognized political party. Will there be elections in Bangladesh? That is East Pakistan. To make it Bangladesh again, will there be anything like that? You just can't predict anything. And then they're under food to eat. After accusing Bharat for all kinds of things, after spilling such extent and such amount of venom against Bharat, shamelessly they are requesting for rise, this thing, that thing. And only we have given yesterday, today something. This, of course, is justified from our side that it's not given to the terrorists. There are people, good Bengalis living in Bangladesh, though it is now East Pakistan. You can't forget about them. You cannot ignore them. The suffering, actually, they have more. So this has been done. Let's see what happens, how things will evolve. But even if things get settled in East Pakistan, and even if East Pakistan again becomes something like Bangladesh, it's going to take at least 15 plus years for them to go back to the level they had been before the Yunus appearance on the stage. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.